There's no way out of here, Richard! Richard, do you want to get shot?
Richard is innocent. You'll never find him.
To see a guy trying to get away and somebody chasing him.
Give it up! It's time to stop running! All right, please.
When I made The Fugitive, everyone was telling me, don't make it. You're making a very big mistake. No one has ever done a television series into a movie before.
When I was first told about the project, I didn't have a very positive point of view. I'd seen the Fugitive television series, and I couldn't wrap my head around the notion of making a version of that as a big movie.
Warner Brothers was very discouraged. After a period of about 3 years, we were into our 8th writer, and the management felt that I was wasting my time. So I said, listen, I know you've heard this before, but you got to trust me. I got this feeling in my gut. Everything about it made me think that it was commercial. And then Harrison Ford's agent called me and said, you're not going to believe this. Harrison wants to do the movie and wants to meet with you. And I was starstruck. Harrison Ford was the #1 actor in the entire world.
As the project developed, I saw the potential for the film I think we made, which, and you'll not hear me say this so often, which I think is a damn good movie.
Having the biggest movie star in the world and having someone perfectly cast as Dr. Kimble.
Hollywood's portrayal of G-men basically started in the 1930s with James Cagney. In the 1930s, the portrayal of the government agent was extremely positive. Never negative, never critical. Later on, there was James Stewart in the FBI story.
Well, what if you didn't have a case on murder? Would you let that go? Would you let somebody go around stabbing people just because you didn't have a catalog number on it?
Again, it was positive. The FBI is going after communists. By 1993, by the time of Tommy Lee Jones, there's this duality here.
That I've been in enough movies that I've got to be moving. Otherwise, they could edit me dead, right? So the guy's coming in, I'm going like this. So they get that shot, they say cut, and I see these 2 feet in jeans, and I look up, and it's like a big pan, and there he is, Harrison Ford, and he's looking down at me, and he's shaking his head. And I go, what? And he says, you should be dead. And I said, what if there's a sequel? And he said, there's not gonna be a sequel because I ain't doing it. And then I find out we're doing a sequel.
Of actors who can contribute, it helps everybody.
When scenes were written, it was always the actors like Harrison or Tommy that would give it the water test. Is this thing gonna float?
The buck stops here in scenes that I'm involved in. So I don't stop working until I think I've got what I want and what serves the movie.
Revision is a way of life in movies. You go through a week or so of rehearsal and changes become obvious, and then sometimes you'll, and this happens more often on Andy's movies, I think, than in any other, you rewrite it again on the day you shoot it. He doesn't have a lot of trouble doing that.
I liken it to the process that you get to do in the theater, where you have the playwright and the actors and the director there, and you get to push it one way or another and tone it a little bit here, a little bit there.
Just to run out, and Harrison wanted to have himself get caught up in the glass.
Andy felt that the bulletproof doors weren't necessary, and it was only by persuasion or a process or pressure or whatever it took that he became convinced that might work.
Well, Harrison won, as stars usually do, and
embraced it, and it's brought their own story to life.
Look! What happened?
Call the police! He's got a knife! Look out!
Listen to me, I had nothing to do with this.
there's also a parallel with North by Northwest, with Cary Grant, who is mistaken for a foreign agent.
With North by Northwest, there's a wrongly accused man who's trying to free himself. There are people who are after him. And there is, again, this propulsive sense that he's got to preserve himself, yet he's got to figure out what really happened.
This guy is plunged from this world in which he has a comfortable life and is highly regarded into the depths of despair, the basement of society.
Anytime you have an innocent man who's fighting for his life, it's very exciting. And I just felt we needed to capture that tension. And I was blessed to have tremendous actors and crew members who were there to let me do my thing. This is a situation where I could use my visual sense and my sense of movement and still get into emotional kind of stuff.
Andy's amazing. He has so much passion for film, and he's a total visual guy. He came from camera, and he would love to make, I believe, a silent film, just to tell a story.
Andy likes to shoot as many angles as possible. If he can get a camera in there, we're shooting it from that angle.
Andy just likes to shoot a lot of film. 2 and 3 cameras all the time. Sometimes 13 cameras. The Train actually had 13 cameras.
Andy would shoot so much and so much coverage and from so many different ways. He could have made 2 movies.
No editor ever said, oh God, I wish we had a 2-shot. I mean, it doesn't exist with Andy Davis. You've got 4 2-shots.
He's like a Jackson Pollock. He kind of throws the paint on the wall and uses the eraser to try to find the form.
The editors were very happy to have all those choices.
Even in the editing, the film was somewhat reconstructed. The editor, Dennis Verkler, was amazing in the contribution that he made to the film.
The editing is critical for this film because the film has to move. The film has to have you on the edge of your seat.
Most big movies are going in 3 weeks today. The biggest movies are going in 3 weeks. This movie played from August to Christmas. It kept playing.
It became the second highest grossing film in the history of Warner Brothers. And not only was it a great commercial success, but we had the critical acclaim. It was nominated for 7 Academy Awards.
I remember when we were shooting the movie, we were driving to the airport. Joey, you like sushi? I said, yeah, Tommy. He said, well, we're gonna get some sushi when we get to Chicago because let's face it, man, ain't nobody gonna win an Academy Award on this one.
It's a great honor, and there's something unreal about that day, whether you win or not. See all those famous people with all those fancy clothes on and all those television cameras, that's not normal. But it's awfully good for business.